Good afternoon. I'm your host, Steve Bassnett, and along with my co-host, Aaron Marsden, and hopefully both of my ears this time, I would like to welcome everyone on behalf of CANASA and Security Canada to our weekly online learning session. While many are stuck at home, we thought this would be a good time to deliver some product and service knowledge that will be beneficial when we're all back to work. I would like to say a special thank you to Ameta for their support and sponsoring today's session. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing Fan Chen, the CEO of Ameta International Company Limited. Fan has over 20 years experience and a wide range of knowledge in the security industry. Having participated in over hundreds of large security system designs, Fan always meets customers' needs and gains excellent feedback. He has full passion on learning, innovating, and exploring the latest technology. As a team leader, he treats teammates as family members. Feel free to type any questions you may have for Fan during the session into the chat window, and he will respond during the Q&A portion roughly 20 minutes from now. I'll now turn the session over to Fan. Welcome, Fan, and thanks for being here.
Thank you, Steve. Good afternoon and maybe good morning to everyone. Today, we're going to introduce the occupancy control solution. And then this solution is going to help the retail and the public area practice physical social distance on reopening. Okay. All right, I hope everybody can see my PowerPoint. And then let's go with some background first about the reopen and then also the occupancy control. And then what security company can do for those reopen, and then what is the potential opportunity for those occupancy control solutions as a long-term solution to benefit business. So here is the background. Ontario government released their guideline for reopening, and then for retail, is indicate limited number of customers in a store at any time or by square feet. And then they even have a more detailed guide for retailers, how they're going to practice their occupancy control and also the physical distance. Also, Quebec government had the similar instruction for reopening. And Alberta is like, they have the specific numbers. For example, in this page, it shows cafe, restaurant, pubs, or bar can reopen, but only service at 50% capacity. Daycare, day camps also need to meet the occupancy limit. So all this information we can find from the government website. For example, Alberta is alberta.ca and Ontario. And then it's all public. We can just Google it. And then the purpose for occupancy control is first, to make physical distance possible. Second is give a peace of mind to customer and employee. Third is basically it's like a business or personal who not practice a good physical distance may facing a fine. And of course, let's see who is doing this occupancy control right now. I have a few pictures. LCBO, the first one, is a liquor store in Ontario. And then they are practice occupancy right now. How they do it, they hiring a security guard standing at the entrance and then to control the flow. Okay. This is, I would like to see is like in the past many years, I never see any security guard at LCBO. And then they've been putting a good practice and investment to practice occupancy control. The second picture, there is no logo, but I believe everybody probably know which business it is. It's Costco. They also practice occupancy control. And as we can see, it's like because they are controlling the limit, how many people inside. So it's making a very long lineup outside. What we want to do, and then for this one is like, we hope we can make this line moving quicker. So this is, we're going to see how the system can help on it. The third picture is Home Depot. Last month, I went to one of the Home Depot close to our office. So they also practice occupancy control. So how they do it, they have one employee, their own employee at the entrance, and the people is lining up, and the employee is making people come in. The problem I found at this type of building is the door for exiting and the door for entrance, for entry is far away. The employee at the entrance, they don't know how many people is leaving. So this is some really real scenarios, and our system can help. And then the fourth picture is a retail store. It's Canada Goose. This location is in Yorkdale Mall in Toronto. They are practice occupancy control, but they are doing this not because of COVID-19. Basically, they're doing this, I believe, every weekend. So if people really is like in the Yorkdale Mall before, they probably see these pictures for sure. Okay. This is a four type of business, different type of business. They already practice occupancy control. Basically, all of them are doing it by manual count. So what's manual count can be improved? I've been list a few points. First, labor cost. So manual count, we need to have security guard or have the employee to stand at the entrance and to control the flow. Second is efficiency. So just for example, Costco in the past, like a regular time, they already very busy. And then for this COVID-19 time, the line usually need to wait for half hour or even longer. So we want to have something can make it quicker. Okay. Third is accuracy. Accuracy is like a manual count is like, for example, a day, the people at the door need to count people for 8 hours or longer. When they count 200 people, really it's very hard for them to remember how many people inside. And then it's keep a very safe or accurate number. Number 4 is the employee or security guard for their own safety. Because for the people standing at the door, they really need to facing all different type of person, and then they are in the very risky spot. So we hope we can find some solution can reduce that. And then number 5 is for large facility. For example, the school, community center, they have multiple entrances. So even we have people to stand at each entrance or each door, still it's hard to communicate with between those employee or security guard to see how many people in, how many people out. So this is right now what we've been facing, and then how people practice occupancy control. And then let's see the system, the solution. I have a video. Let's watch this video. This is at our office, our demo room. So this is our audio alert. Yeah, it's alert again when it's meet the threshold. Okay, from this video, we can see this number is changing, and actually this panel is the most important part, and this is also everybody going to see it, and then to indicate whether it's available to go in or we need to wait outside. Here's a few numbers. So numbers already in, numbers is going out, and numbers inside of the facility. And then this is the threshold we can set. For example, for this case, 50 is the numbers we've been set, allowed to stay inside. When it's reach 50, so this is a green, sorry, it's a red light going to on, which means you need to wait. And then for the system, they're also going to have audible alert to let people wait. When it's less than 50, so this red light going to be on and allow people to come in. So this is all automatic. And then let's see how this system is kind of like what component we need to make this system works. First, cameras. Instead of using people to count, we're using camera to count. These are the AI cameras. They can count how many people in and out. They know the direction. They are smart enough. They are not going to count a shopping cart. They are not going to count the animal, only human. So from the camera, they pass the message, the data to the software. This software is doing the calculation, and then it's plus it can processing multiple cameras information. For example, a building with multiple doors. So they all going to count all the numbers from different cameras and then give a total number and display real time for each monitor's display. This is a system. It's quite simple, but I would like to say it's going to bring a lot of benefit and change a lot of existing solutions. We summarized a few key features about this solution. First is a real-time data display. This number, this dashboard can be displayed on a big screen or small screen, and then have the customer to see it, and then they can notice by themselves is allowed to working or need to be wait. And these numbers is calculated by the server software, and then can be combined by multiple doors. The second feature for this system is like an alert. So this alert, first of all, on the display itself can trigger the alert and let people to follow. Second is can push to the store staff's terminal, for example, their smartphone. Okay. This is a very good features for people to control a high peak hour. So for example, it's a store. So very early or very late is not that busy, but at noon time it's very busy. So we can have a staff is only to working at the entrance for the noon time. So we don't need to really to hire a security guard to do a 24-hour or 8 hours job. So this is alert. And third is about the access control integration. This is, we have some customer asking for it. If people not waiting in line, they didn't notice there's a solution to count, or they didn't know they need to follow the instruction on the display, what's going to be happened? So kind of like there is one solution is like we can integrate the, for example, this scenario is a sliding door. We can integrate the sliding door with our system. So when it's reached the limit, the sliding door is not going to be opened. Only when the system turns to the green light and then people approaching to the door is going to be open. Okay. This is a report from our software the server can generate. This report is going to include how many people in, how many people out, what is the peak hour, how many people stay in which hour. Not only just the people count. This server, this software is also equipped with a different business intelligence modules, including density, including heat map for the popular area, or different kind of like business analytic information. All right, let's move to the deployment. There is a few different type of business and how we're going to design what we will need. Start with the most simple one, a single door store. Something we can think is a convenience store, is a restaurant. So basically what we will need, one camera and one server, one software. And then of course, there is a monitor we can put at the door. So one camera can count both direction, in and out. The second type of deployment is a store with two doors, one in, one out. So for example, Costco, for example, Walmart, they are this type of layout. So for this scenario, we need two cameras. So one camera per door. So they count people in or out. And we have one server and one screen. So basically the screen, why only one screen? Because we only need to have people at the entrance door to watch the flow numbers. This scenario is multiple gate building or facility, something like a shopping center, community center, so shopping mall. So they have multiple doors, different direction, both for in and out. So this number is just for example, as an example for two doors, we will need the two cameras, two monitor, because both doors need to have a display to let people know is full or is not full. But only need one server plus the video distribution, because from the server, we have video distribution and video distribution to multiple monitors. Okay, this is the deployment. All right, let's go back to the menu count, the slides. We've been talking about a few parts we hope can improve. And then using our solutions. First, we've been talking about labor. So the menu count, we need to have security guard or employee to standing at the door. For the occupancy control solution, we're using the machine. We're using the display to let people in and out. So in most of the case, I hope we can have the system to automatically running and then have people to follow the instruction on the screen. Second is the efficiency. Because it's using the machine, is kind of like the guests, the waiting in line, they don't need to really follow the employee or the security guard's instruction to in or out. And then number three is the accuracy. Again, because of the machine, every people in and out is counted. Because we can make it unattended occupancy control. So we are putting our employee or the guard at the, not in the most risk spot. Okay, number five is the large facility. This solution can control, this is the standard license in the server, can control up to 32 doors. If we are upgrade to the premium license for the software, we can go, basically it's an unlimited door. And of course, the software is providing business intelligence modules and then for different type of business analytic. This is the solution. This slide gives some kind of like information about the installation. How we're going to mount the camera, how the camera going to read the people. So there are two types of installation. First is the ceiling mount type. This is the most recommended way we suggest people to do in this installation, because only in this installation, ceiling mount, we can detect multiple people. So for example, a door, a sliding door pretty wide, we can have multiple people in and out. So this one, we can do up to 4 people at the same time to crossing the door. And then there is some other kind of like a detailed instruction how to mount it. And then we have a document and then can show to everybody. And then beside it, there is a side mount style. So this is, I would like to see most of the regular cameras, when we looking at door, we mount like this way. So this is also okay, but it's only for one people to count per time. So two ways, both of them is okay, depend on the door, depend on the scenario. And then we do have all those detailed information, for example, angles, for example, how high need to be mounted. And then of course, the lightings and then all different things, okay. All right, so this is this slide is give some kind of like typical scenarios where we will need a solution for occupancy control. So restaurant, shopping center, department store, retail, supermarket, museum, gallery, community center, daycare, school. I would like to say almost all the places, okay? And then for most of the places, this solution really, we should treat as a long-term solution, not just for COVID-19, because those counting, those flow control is going to benefit the business to make them more profitable. And then this is, we have a summary about how we making this occupancy control a long-term solution. First is, unlike other pandemic product, is it's just only for pandemic. For this one is can benefit the business. For example, the facial recognition. We can use the camera for facial recognition. Some business using this solution, these cameras, to do the loss prevention. And then and also it's like some companies start to using those we call the AI cameras to making a security only solution to a long-term kind of like a solution to benefit the customer, understand their business better. And then at last, so we want to provide this solution to show our commitment to the social responsibility about safety and health. And then the next one is a surprise, not surprise. It's a special offer for this solution. We want everybody can try it. So to try it, to start to understand this, is very simple. One camera and then our license. Today we have a special offer for this camera. This is a full color camera, 4 megapixel IP camera with AI technology building. And then we have half price promo. It's only for today for our attendee, 1 unit per company. We have a promo code, it's called the CANASA. And then later on, I'm going to have my contact information. You can contact me directly or tell Steve. And then it's like he can share the information. So we want to offer this to everyone to try it, and then to tell your customer to benefit them, to have them to save cost. The reopen is very tough. So we want people can be very safe, very healthy, but also can have technology to protect them, to benefit them. Okay, the software is free for 30 days. Okay, after 30 days, you can buy the license or buy the server from us. The cost also, we are going to pass the cost to you. If you have an account with us, you can check with your sales rep. If not, you can contact me. And then beside this flow control, the occupancy control, Ameta as a security distributor, and then also a very long-term CANASA member, we have a series of a solution and a product for COVID-19. So for example, the Wave to Go, we are offering the operators and contactless buttons. And also we have a solution for the elevator panel, and also make it touchless. And we have thermal cameras for temperature detection, temperature screen. We have a facial recognition, turnstiles, and then for fast access. So it's different type of solution is available at Ameta. That's the end. Oh, by the way, one thing I forget to show, if the time is allowed, let me do this. This is the camera. I mentioned this camera is a starlight camera. Oh, sorry, full color camera, not starlight. I want everybody to see this camera. We made a video. This is outside of our building. This is regular IR. This is the camera is doing the people count on promo, on special today. This is night vision. This is the second feature of this camera. It's a full color camera at nighttime. This is 11 p.m., like almost midnight. This is regular IR cameras. This is a full color camera. All right, let's move back to here. All right, thank you everyone. This is the presentation I have today. And I hope you can get some useful information from this solution and to benefit yourself and your customer. And then, of course, we want to have everybody safe in this pandemic.
Thank you, Finn. That was great. If anybody has any questions, please type them into the Q&A window at the bottom center of your screen. First up, how do you deal with staff arriving via staff entrances and then leaving via the main entrance, or opposite scenario? Proper counts including staff?
Very good question, Bill. So basically, it's like for this solution, it's not a single door. Kind of like if we have a staff entrance, and then we better to have one camera to look at the staff entrance. No matter the staff is coming from the staff door or leaving at the customer or main door, so they all count. So this counting is based on multiple door, in and out. No matter which door this person is coming, and then no matter which door this person is leaving. So they all count as a whole space in that facility. So for your question, we need 2 cameras, and then they are going to providing an accurate number for how many people stay inside of the store.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Finn. Next question. Can existing cameras be used via their second stream or your cameras only?
Good question too, okay. I would like to say no. The existing camera is need to be changed to our camera because the count is processed at the camera. But you can keep the existing NVR. So our camera can connect to the existing recorder. So this is the answer. So camera need to be changed. Recorder don't need. So we can connect our new cameras to the existing recorder.
Okay, thank you. And is it able to link with an access control system?
Yes. The way to connect to access control, there are 2 ways. So first, the one I've been suggesting in the actually demo, have the information in the PowerPoint, is our own access control. So that access control is integrated by the software. Okay, so we are using the software to doing the linkage and then to have the door is closed when the amount of people is reached the limit. So there is another way to do the integration with the access control is by the output from the camera itself. On the camera, they do have a dry contact kind of like we call the alarm output. So that output can also go to the existing access control or none of our access control, and then to tell the door should be open or closed.
Okay, thank you. And time for one last question. How accurate is the count? Does it include objects like shopping carts or just humans?
Yeah, actually this camera, this counting is very accurate. First of all is AI built in. So shopping cart and other object is not going to be counted, only human. Second, this counting is by the human body, it's not by human face. So that gives us the flexibility to do the installation. As I mentioned, we can do ceiling mount or side mount. And then for example, right now, we see everybody is wearing face mask. So we don't need to worry about it. We don't need to read people's face. We only need to read the body. It's a person. Okay.
Okay, thank you. If we didn't get to your question, I apologize as we're running out of time, but we will send those questions over to Fan and he'll get back to you. That brings us to the end of today's session. So thank you for joining us. And once again, thank you to Fan Chen and Ameta for their support. At the close of this session, a link to register for next week's session will pop up. Please be sure to register. We look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, be well.
Thank you.